Thornhill here in studio with us in a gorgeous fleece. How was it? Day one, mandatory minicamp, my man.
I mean, I've been gone for a while, so it felt great to be back out there. I felt refreshed, well needed, but it felt amazing just being out there with my teammates, being able to compete again, talk a little bit of trash to the offense. That's me. I love to talk a lot, talk and compete. It was a lot of fun.
And you were gone for very good reason, as you welcomed your baby girl a couple of weeks ago, which is awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah.
So, it puts things in a little bit of perspective. You're like, all right, we got to take care of this, and then now you're here for some football.
Yeah, it was a great experience, something that you really can't explain unless you just, you're actually going through it, I was super pumped, a lot going on in the moment, but I actually had the chance to deliver my daughter.
Wait.
Hold on a second.
Yes, I delivered.
What do you mean?
Define
me bringing the baby out.
What?
And putting it
on purpose?
Yes.
Or were you in a car somewhere?
No, it was on purpose. So at first they asked me in the hospital, did I want to do it? And I always told my wife that I was going to do it. But then in the moment, I panicked.
Yeah.
I hit the panic button. I was no, I'm not going to do it. But I had a little bit more time to think about it. And as we were going through it, because she pushed for 2.5 hours. So I had the time to sit there, calm myself down, think about it. And I delivered my daughter.
That had to be insane.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just being the first one to actually touch your daughter, it's not like the doctors are bringing her out and then handed it to you. I actually brought her out.
Yeah.
Put her on my wife's stomach. It was incredible.
Wow, man. That is absolutely
I'm stunned.
Wild.
I don't know.
No.
You are the first person in my 45 years on this planet that I've met that can say what you just said. And I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
It is. Yeah. It's such it's so chaotic. All of that. Things come fast, and then you're waiting, and then when it goes, we go.
Oh yeah.
And then
man,
nothing
that's
is
awesome.
ever the same.
No, and
in a great way.
You and I have talked about this before. When people would come up to me before we had our first, and they were like, "Well, your life is never going to be the same," and I'm like, "Well, yeah, I know. We're bringing a human into the world.
Yeah.
We're going to only worry about them forever going forward." What has it been like at home the last couple of weeks? Now you brought her home.
Oh, it's been great. Some learning things, some things you got to learn. But it's been amazing. She's having her days where she sleep, all day, and then want to try to stay up during the nighttime. But we got a good night of sleep last night.
That's always a huge one.
Yeah, she slept really well. Woke up one time, and I knew the thing that with me was going to be, the nighttime. That was going to be the biggest adjustment for me.
Yeah.
And I mean, it hasn't been bad at all, waking up once or twice, and you felt like you would be a little grumpy when someone wakes you up. Just imagine somebody coming in the room, trying to shake you, wake up, and you get a little grumpy. It's not like that when you have,
of course, it's your
baby.
Daughter,
yes. You're excited to, wake up and go pick her up and see what's wrong, and she's crying because she needs you.
Yeah.
And that's, the best feeling.
And they only know one way to be, either crying or not crying. They don't know how to communicate any other way.
If
so
they cry,
whatever
they
it
need
is.
you, so I'm there for you.
It's the smell, how they smell.
Oh, new baby, fresh baby.
Their little breath is so perfect. Their all of it.
It's
awesome.
incredible.
It's awesome.
It is amazing. I think it's very cool. And it obviously, as you said, a lot of time coach will talk to you, what's your why? Well, you now have a brand new, huge number one why.
I was talking to some guys, and I was telling them, when people say that you get motivated when you have a kid, you think you will, but I saw a difference from my training before I had my daughter, and as soon as I had her, my training just went to a different level. And it's not like I was sitting here just trying to do it. It's just it naturally happened.
A natural motivator.
And you got something to play for. I feel like this season is straight up dedicated to her, and just hopefully I can put on.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, and how are you feeling, by the way? I know last year that calf bothered you a lot more than you let on all year, so probably good to be feeling good, I would imagine.
I've been working hard this offseason, put on some weight, but good weight.
Yeah.
I put on 6 pounds of muscle, and that's one main thing I felt like I had to focus on. I feel like the calf strain came from because my calves weren't strong enough, couldn't hold up, but I'm not trying to have that again, but I feel great. Excited for the season.
One thing we've noticed when we've had MJ in here, we've had some other guys in here, some coaches in here, is there is an incredible sense of purpose with this group. What was accomplished last season despite all the adversity. I mean, tons of it. But this defense took a big step, obviously, and look around. It's like, boy, there are a lot of familiar faces here. Look,
Yeah,
want to
running
do this
it
thing
back.
again and run it back. Do you sense that? And you've been on great teams. Do you sense the purpose and the intensity and the focus already with this group?
I feel like guys are very hungry. You know, like we were the top defense in the league last year, and it doesn't even seem like that. I feel like we were the last defense. Guys are coming in and competing and working hard each and every day. And like I really saw it today. Like guys took their game up to a whole nother level. Guys are communicating. They're playing a lot faster, and I feel like we can be dangerous this year for sure.
What's it like when you're back and you're like, oh, it's me and Grant and Rodney again, and actually probably and Rodney and DeAnthony, so the same 5 safeties. We got MJ and Greg and Denzel again. Cam's back. Like, there's so much continuity. I mean, really, probably the only starter that's going to be new is probably Jordan Hicks at the Mike linebacker, and obviously that's a very important position. But to have that kind of continuity is almost crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you know how your teammate's going to play. You know, with Coach Schwartz coming in last year, his being his first year, and us being the first year in that defense, guys are trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
There's no more figuring it out now. Like you said, we only got maybe 1 or 2 guys that might have to try to figure it out, but everyone else is back. So
and Hicks was with him in Philly, so
he has
he knows
experience.
it. Yeah,
he has experience under coach. So I mean, it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. It's just I'm super pumped up. We got 2 days here competing against the offense. Hopefully, they won't be able to catch any balls on us, but I'm excited for this.
That's the other thing is there is so much talent on both sides of the ball, and the chirping. Boy, it's fun, man, and it adds. But then you guys eat it, you feast on it. It makes it so much more fun for you. The competitive juices flow, but also you can sense like just the enjoyment you guys get out of it.
There's a little joy.
Yeah,
I mean, it's always better when you got someone that wants to talk a little bit of trash. If you're an energy vampire out there and don't want to make noise. You're boring. You don't want to play against somebody like that. You want to play against somebody that's willing to talk trash and they have confidence just as much as you do.
Yeah.
So, and I can see that with our offense. Guys out there playing with swag, and I like it.
Yeah, some new concepts that obviously you're going to be dealing with from that offense this year, and it was good to see Deshaun out there today.
Oh yeah.
When you guys kind of think back to last year, I had Rodney was in here, and he was saying, that Baltimore game coming out of that's when we felt like we were going to do something special, and then for a variety of reasons and injuries, and with Deshaun obviously, he said things changed, so we wanted another shot at that. Was it good to see him out there today?
It was great seeing him. It's hard to always deal with injuries, and when you get to see your quarterback out there throwing the football, is always a great feeling. Like you bring everyone together, everyone's behind him, and I'm excited to see him play this year. Everyone healthy. We bring it all together, offense and defense. I think we'll be a problem.
Yeah.
Here we love having you here, but we want to be able to do it again, so we don't want to have you late for a meeting.
Okay,
Yeah, we can't have that.
If I'm late, I'm blaming it on y'all.
Yeah,
Y'all
we won't be here.
Y'all gotta take the fine.
We won't be here tomorrow if you do that.
We're gonna be out of here.
Can't have it. Congratulations.
Yes.
Great seeing you.
Thank you so much.